So here's a statement. Asians are cuter.
It's science.
This video was made possible by East Meet East. Find your Valentine on the #1 Asian dating app in North America and around the world. How many cute baby-like features you retain into adulthood largely depends on your ethnicity. And this takes us back to Asian people, specifically East Asian people, because compared to other groups, they tend to have, on average, the highest retention of childlike features. This is called neoteny. Why are East Asians more neotenous? Well, about 30,000 years ago, there was a crucial juncture in the evolution of Asians. There was a gene mutation that resulted in several distinctive traits that made East Asians different from other populations. Thicker hair shafts, reduced chin protrusion, smaller breasts, changes in the morphology of ears and teeth, many of these traits making an individual look younger than they actually are. As time went on, changes in cranial morphology followed. Slightly larger heads, flatter faces, more pronounced cheekbones, reduced sexual dimorphism, which means males started to resemble females a little more. Basically, an all-round high retention of juvenile characteristics. Now, it's not just the physical characteristics that make East Asians appear cuter. It's also the way they act. If there's one country that exemplifies this the most, it would have to be Japan. Kawaii culture has long been a prominent aspect of Japanese society. The cutesy, kawaii way of talking and acting is certainly commonplace there, with many Japanese men finding this attractive. And actually, it's not just restricted to the way they look and the way they act. Kawaii cuteness is pervasive everywhere, in media, entertainment, clothing, food, toys, transport, guardrails, condoms? Okay, so the ability for adult humans to be able to act kawaii is also considered a neotenous trait. This is an example of psychological neoteny, where there is a retention of youthful attitudes and behaviors into later adulthood. I know some have used neoteny to argue that Asians are inferior because they're underdeveloped and childlike. Conversely, there are others who have argued that Asians are superior to the rest of the world, given that neoteny is a characteristic of advanced evolutionary status, meaning Asians are capable of the greatest development. No, this video is not backing either of these points of view. Any differences should be cherished and appreciated in their own way. And whether you're more into Asian features or Western features or whatever, that's okay too. You should check out East Meet East. It's the premier Asian dating app in the US, Canada, Australia, and many other countries. And remember, it's East Meet East, not meets. A lot of people get that mixed up.